on? David? What is happening? It's with the Fritz. It's with the Fritz. Why is David so big? Hey, that's me. I don't understand. What is going on? What is even going on? Why is this text so massive? Hello. Welcome to Lunar Beach's Crypto. Well, we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon, and we also ride the waves of the live difficulties, technical difficulties. I don't even know what's going on. I didn't. Everything was lined up and good to go before the stream, but then as soon as you go live, it's like, hey, let's freak out. What's going on? How's it going, Dylan VA? Hi there. Have a good day. Oh, okay, you have a good day too, Dylan VA. Dylan Virginia. How are you all doing today? Where is everybody? I see Billy Gotel's got stuff going on. Alex O Crypto. The one day that I decide to go live on a Sunday, or not decide, but I can go live, we've got everybody else going live, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and share this out, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Hope you all are having have had an amazing weekend and are having an amazing weekend. And yeah, we'll get into some charts today. And yeah, but yeah. All right, let's see. Can we bring up a chat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Let's move this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Do we have a chat? YouTube chat? It's not showing. Why is it not showing? Boxed, clean, boxed. Is it because you're not chatting? That could be it. That could be it. That's okay. Let me go find the YouTube stream chat, and then we'll get into some charts. We're just charting and chilling, okay? So you can just stop by and have some fun. That's what we're doing. We're just having fun. BGT Mint Day. Well, dang. If only I had known. If only I had known. Where's my live stream? View your channel. View your live stream. Click pause. There we go. All right. Now I can see the chat. Beautiful. All right. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Lunar Beach's Crypto. We ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. I already said it, but we're going to say it again because that's what we do. And we're starting this over-ish. So I want to go ahead and do the intro again, and let's start over. Welcome to Lunar Beach's Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you for joining me. I am David, aka Lunar Beach's Crypto, aka Lunar, aka Mr. Beaches, aka David, whatever, I don't even know. People call me all different kinds of things. I think the main thing is LBC or David, maybe. I don't really know. But anyways, guys, how are you doing on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning? We are doing some regular old charting. I hope you are ready. I like to have the glasses on because it's more fun this way, okay? let's go ahead and bring up the charts. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing. We're going to be going over some chart prime. Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a pump ski. Getting a little bit of a pump ski. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. We got this high sitting right here. This could just be a swing failure. So let's be careful. Let's see if we can get a close above this high. See if we can get some displacement, a quick move above the high, and create a fair value gap or get some kind of order block in here that we can then come back down into and go long from. We could also call that a support resistance flip, where we flip resistance into support and then go and fly off to the upside. So that is what I am looking for right now on Bitcoin on the 5-minute chart. But we can see the money flow is going dramatically to the downside. So keeping that in mind, this could be just a little liquidity grab, a sweep above the high so that we can come back down lower. Do we have any potential lower targets? Let's go ahead and see. Let's pull up a fixed range volume profile. Bring this up right here. Okay, so we are struggling at the value area high from this low to these highs over here. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit to the 1 hour. If we're playing on the 5-minute chart, we want to go, let's go to the 30-minute. No, let's do the 1 hour. If we are playing on the 5-minute, we want to zoom out to the 1 hour for our high time frame targets. Let's go ahead and take our VWAP, which is not displaying for some reason. Where is our VWAP? Why are you not displaying? Hello, VWAP? VWAP? Hello? What happened? Why did that come off? Okay. All right, so we've got the VWAP sitting below us as we are breaking above this high on the hourly. We are looking to maybe crack a new all-time high right here live on Lunar Beaches Crypto. Let's go ahead and zoom out even further. Okay, so the 4 hours looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and throw this on the weekly. Let's anchor this to the weekly. We can see we are getting a push. However, our VWAP is it's not pushing up as hard as I would want to see it push up. We want to see that volume weighted average price start to push to the upside, but it's kind of leveling off a little bit. But that doesn't mean we can't come up here and take out this high. Let's go ahead and pull this fixed range volume profile all the way over here and see what we're looking at. Okay, so we're okay. This is actually looking pretty good. So we've broken above the value area and we are pushing higher. We might be going for that new all-time high live right now on stream. So let's go Bitcoin sitting at $103,400. So we're pretty close. That all-time high coming in at 104,630. This is per the Binance perp chart. So this is not our Coinbase spot chart. Let's go ahead and pull this even further. Okay, so we're really getting away from this value area. So we're getting some bullish price movement as we speak, man. We're getting some bids starting to come in. Let's go ahead and throw up the volume footprint. Let's take a look at our volume footprint and see what kind of orders we have coming in here. Let's drop it back down to the 5-minute. See what kind of bidding we have going on. Again, our money flow is has been aggressively pushing to the downside as we are moving to the upside. So we want to keep that in mind. But let's see, what are we doing over here on our orders? Let's see, how are we looking on our delta? Okay, so delta positive, negative, negative, positive, positive. So we are seeing some stepping in. Positive, 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 positive. Negative, negative, positive, positive. Okay, so buyers are stepping in right now. I mean, obviously because price is pushing to the upside, but it's not a fake. It doesn't look like it's fake movement. We are getting but I mean the delta here is only 27, so the buy orders are getting filled, which means we are seeing sell orders up here getting filled. Okay, so Let's see. Point of control is right down here. Could we come back down here and retest this level? Let's go ahead and draw a horizontal line on this specific box. We can see we had some resistance here trying to flip that into support. So let's go back down to the 5 minute and take a look at that area. So we do have the influx of longs here, vastly outnumbering the shorts down here, pushing up higher. Now the point of control, we got a little bit of divergence between a point of control orders where we actually have a negative delta on our point of control, but our delta for the entire candle is positive. So that is a divergence. So that could mean that we are seeing the sellers, of course. Yeah, we're seeing more sellers at these point of controls of these candles than buyers. So this could mean that we are this could have just been a liquidity grab. We do have more buyers than sellers up here. This could indicate some trapped buyers up here in this wick, especially starting from here. Yeah, not as many sellers up here, more buyers, so we could be seeing buyers getting trapped up here in this wick. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Let's go ahead and go back to our standard candles and take a look, and we can see we are getting a little bit of a push down back into this zone over here. So we want to hold this area right here as support, flip that into support, and then start turning back to the upside, because I think we could be going for that all-time high here very soon. So let's go ahead and pull up the well, the VWAP is on there. We are sitting well above the VWAP. But I think this is still on the weekly. Let's go ahead and put this back on this session. Okay, so yep, still sitting well above the VWAP. Here we go. All right, so we're digging back down into this zone, and this is the zone that we want to see held. Let's hold this area right here for support. Let's take a look. Look, negative delta, massive negative delta, negative 233 Bitcoin. So we're a lot more sellers and buyers stepping in right here. We need buyers to start stepping in right here. So we want to start seeing these buy orders start to outnumber these sell orders here. Right now it's not happening, but we are holding up in this zone. So let's just see. Orders coming in. We can see 750, 754, 756. So we are starting to see them kind of step in right here. What's going on? Live chat. Who's watching? 4 watching now? All right. All right, so yeah. It's really all right, so that 5-minute candle just ended. So buyers did not step in. We had a negative delta. We'll probably continue to push down. We do excuse me, have an imbalance down here, which we have, or we're trying to come down to right now. No buyers, no buyers. Sellers really stepping in. Man. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Bitcoin's going to zero, guys. That's just the name of the game. This looks like a swing fail pattern. Just nothing but a liquidity grab above this high right here. So let's go ahead and pull that over. Swing above the high. Let's go ahead and come down over here. Pull this over. Kulo, good morning. Good morning to you. Kulo. So this is the range that I'm currently watching on Bitcoin. Like I said, the money flow was coming out. So, we were being cautious. We looked at the delta candles, we looked at the volume footprint. We saw, okay, so we saw buyers getting trapped up here, and Price starting to push away. We saw the support resistance level here with the point of controls on the volume footprints. We want to see that held. We did push down. We're trying to hold this level, but I mean, we're still trying to hold it. We still have 3 minutes though, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'll be watching this low over here. We did come up and sweep this high right here. So it is possible that we come back down here and come down to the VWAP. Maybe look something like this, and then it'll have to make a decision. Is it going to continue to the downside, or is it going to move to the upside? One of those two, I think, is what we're going to get. Mark Dutch, good morning, my sexy Dutch friend. Hope you are doing well. V Monitor, hello, hello, hello. What's the money flow what's that money flow indicator? This is the Chart Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. They have it to where you can click money mode and it just takes everything out except for the money flow. So that's what I've been looking at in like lower time frames, trying to see what I can, you know, make of this. Like this right here. Look at this. We have a money flow divergence. We can see that our price pushed aggressively to the upside, but our money flow fell off. So that would have indicated to us that, you know, this move was weak and that we could go short into that move. I'm not one that likes. I've started to not really play contrarian. For me, I would be looking at this where it's like, okay, so we're in an uptrend, and then if we get a bearish divergence like this, and we get a pull, that to me, I'm like, okay, we could be getting a pullback before we go higher, because we are in a bullish trend. So I am just looking for. We're going to get a pullback. We're probably just going to come down and sweep a low. And that's exactly what we did. We came down, we swept a low, and then we started pushing back to the upside. So that is I mean, that is just absolutely beautiful. We could see right here that we get a bullish divergence on our money flow as well. So it spikes down as price is moving to the upside. So there's a nice little bullish divergence right before we get to that VWAP, consolidate at VWAP, no harsh rejection, big push above it, close above it, and then we start to consolidate at it. So that would have been a good place to consider going long, and then aiming for the high over here. So we go long at the VWAP. We aim for the high over here for our first take profit. That's where I would take 50% out of the trade, and then I would just let the rest ride. Then we start. I personally would watch from there, see if we get a pullback for me to go long from. We do have a little bit of relatively equal lows over here, so definitely could be seeing this come down, and it looks like it is going to come down and sweep these lows. Especially as I was pointing out at the beginning of the stream, we had this massive push down on our money flow as price was trying to break to the upside. That's very bearish divergency. So that is what we got. We got a nice bearish divergence. What is going on? Tony Soprano. Tony Surfprano. Hope you are doing well, my friend. So yeah, this money flow indicator is something that I've been working on, trying to formulate some kind of you know, strategy with, because I think it could be very interesting. Come on. All right, let's get back to our volume footprints. Take a look at this. So we marked off this of, why did we mark off this level? Bing, bang, boom. Was it on the 1 hour that I marked it off on? It might have been. Let's go to the 1 hour. Hey, Soprano. I don't know why I thought I read Bro Prano. Sobrano. Bro Prano. So, okay, so yeah, it was this point of control that I had set here, because I noticed that the delta, the sell delta, was greater than the buy delta, or not the buy delta, sorry. The delta between these two on the sell and buy side, the sell side was much greater, nearly double now, of the buy side. So I marked that level off as an important level to hold as we were pushing higher. And then I swapped down to the 5 minute, saw these traders, these buy orders getting trapped up here. So we can see these guys were trying to buy, but the sell orders were not there for them to buy. And so price started to push against them. So now we have trapped buyers sitting up here, where we can see this 108 and this 205. We got some trapped buyers up here. I would bring this down probably to, since both these candles closed right here, well, this one closed here and this one opened here and pushed away. I would consider, so we did have a buy. We still have a little sell order, 2 sell orders here that did not get filled, and we know we have buyers up here. So I want to go ahead and just place that there as an area of interest that if we came back up to, we could reject from. So we do have a bunch of sell orders here. So there's a sell imbalance right here. So that's how you read these. So this volume footprint, it puts these things on the side where you have an imbalance compared to the candle. So this is probably the more likely area here. Now let's go to our standard candles, and we can see that that is just, yeah. I mean, if we came back up here, it might be an area to watch. That's all I'm saying. Buenos dias, Senor Mr. David. How the no church today for you? No. No church today for me. Not today. Not today. No. Church time. My church is my home. So, church time is my time. Okay? Church time is my time. I know it doesn't make sense. Church time is when my family is at church. And when I stay home. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. I'll do the special events, but I'm not a big Sunday sermon type of guy. Sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, we did get a bounce off of here. Let me see. Not a big Sunday sermon kind of guy. There we go. There's going to be more of our trend line. It's one of the few times that I do get to be alone in the house and do this stuff. Okay, so that's why I'm alone. I can actually come in here into the charts and just go balls deep in the charts. You know what I mean? So there you go. Sniper's nightmare. What's going on, Sniper? Church is overrated. So is religion. Mark Dutch, the Dutch atheist, always letting us know just how super atheist he is. Mad love, Mark Dutch. I love you, brother. Let's see. So yeah, looking for price to come down to VWAP and maybe even meet the trend over here. I'm still watching this low. Right there. Right there, right there. We pull this across, we can see that this is a point of interest for price. We blew through it here, came down, and then consolidated below it, and then rejected from it, came back up, met some resistance, came back up, met some resistance, broke through, came back down, found some support, came up, got a nice little zigzag right there to the upside, sweep the high, and now we see if we get a zigzag back down, come back down to the downside, and then push it back up. That's what I would want to see. I think we could see a new all-time high, maybe even today. I think the main thing is trying to get a weekly close. Well, I think we already got a weekly close above 100K last week. Yeah, we did. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and zoom out and take a look at that weekly chart. We'll be going over all of this stuff on Macro Monday and Markets After Dark this tonight over on the Piper Academy channel. So be there or be square. Yep, Snow White is the only fairy tale I believe. You in your own kind of church. Yeah, this is my church. What is going on, Alex? Oh, Crypto Otter Gang. What's up? What's up? Throw the otters in the chat for my dear friend, my dear brother, Alex Crypto. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Man, that weekly looks beastly. I like how that weekly looks. I wish this thing would push a little bit higher, though. I would have liked getting a candle body close above this high over here. But consolidating at the highs isn't so bad either. Okay, so consolidating at the highs, like, I mean, I don't know. This, like I was pointing out last week, I mean, it looks a lot like this, like we did over here. And I can go ahead and pull this on the, does it pull this on the daily and drop this down to the 4 hour, or pull this on the 4 hour and drop this up to the, no, it's this one. Okay, so let's do this. And let's come over here, drop down to the 4 hour, because the market structure is quite similar between these two. So let's come over here. Actually, I think I had this a lot tighter. There we go. Alrighty then. I was pointing this out last week. So I was thinking, all right, so we either just did the, the sweep of the high here, like we did here, sweep of the high here, come down, sweep of the low, here's the low, sweep of the low, and then we rock it to the upside, or we are in this little bit right here before we push down to the downside, and then we rock it to the upside. So it's a little bit of either orisms. Is it this little dumpski that happened right here? Or was it this one? That's going to be the question. What I'm looking for on the price is for the low time frame impulses. I want to see the low time frame impulses. I want to see impulses starting up on our 15-minute. Are we getting any kind of low time frame impulses? I would say probably not. It's very choppy. Very, very choppy. I don't really care for how this looks at all, but that doesn't mean we can't break out. I still don't like how choppy it is. But that could just be choppy, grindy price action because people are buying a lot of Bitcoin on spot. Are you going to be full-time trading after this bull run? Man, I hope so. That's the plan. Hopefully the bull run does get me to that goal. But we'll see. I bought a house, so I've kind of started a little fresh. So yeah. The funds are a little low, is what I'm getting at. The funds are a little low. You buy a house, especially here in the States, where houses are crazy expensive. And when you gotta have a big house because you have a big family, I guess you don't necessarily have to have a big house, but that is something that we wanted. So that's what we got. Okay, so we had this downtrend, popped above, starting to create an uptrend. That this looks kind of weak to me. This money flow isn't looking the best to me either. So I would just be very cautious on the Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's see what we're looking at here. So money flow is still looking pretty good. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. We're still, pretty thick in the green. We did have a little drop here, but, we have since recovered every single bit of that and are trying to push higher to the upside. All right, we were at 103,400. We're now down to 103.25. So a little bit slow moving for the Bitcoin. Man, I really thought we were going for it. Really thought we were going for it. Let's see. Let's bring up the Velo chart. I want to see what we've got going on with our open interest. Open interest. Give me INJ hopium, please. I can't give you what you want. I mean, I can, but... I said chart, dingus. INJ. What's it looking like? INJ. All right, here's your opium. 4-hour money flow. Bullish divergence. Gotta break that. But you already know this, Alex. I don't even know why you're saying give you hopium. You already know what's got to happen right here. It's looking like it could do it too. Let's take off the money mode and see what we're looking like. Okay, so let's see. Our true 7 has flipped bullish. No, it's down here. I can't see because let me get rid of the trend fusion. Let's get rid of the main oscillator. Here we go. Okay, so we did bottom out on the true 7. So that typically tells us that we have possibly have bottomed out on our price. So I would just be looking for us to break this. Bang, bang, and then bang, and off and away we go. That's what I would like to see. But I do think this week, so I'll be going over this tonight during Markets After Dark. I do believe that we could be seeing, potentially, we could be seeing a fake out to the upside this week that leads to a bigger pullback. Because we have the FOMC on Wednesday, but later that evening, we have the Bank of Japan rate decision. If they decide to hike rates, it could be Japan carry trade 2.0 all over again. So, or Japan carry trade all over again. Obviously, it would be 2.0. Do you use special sunglasses to see the indicator at the bottom? Yeah. I've got to wear it's got to have a blue filter. It's got to have a blue filter in order for me to be able to see, I really should have a red filter because red light is better than blue light. Do I need to take off the sunglasses? Do the sunglasses bother you? Are they too much? It's just this light is so bright. All right, so let's take a look at our Bitcoin right here. Open interest flying off the handles. Uh-oh, that's not good. Unless it's shorts. Hopefully it's shorts piling in here, but I don't know if that's the case. Let's see. Volume is picking up. Coins cumulative delta. Our spot is pushing up as well. So ever since right here, looks like we might have bottomed. We did get a from here to here. Let's see. So our spot was pushing down, but our price was pushing up. Perp was starting. starting to push up too. It's a little bit of divergence there. Man, open interest. It's getting back up to these dump levels that we were at over here. So we could be seeing. Let's go back to the other chart because this is interesting. Look at this. This looks pretty here. This looks mega bullish. Right click, add alert on trend line. Let me know when it crosses. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin because I want to take a look. Let's not do this. Let's do USDT.P. Who has the most volume? That would be Binance. Why do I want to look at volume? Because I want to look at orders. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look, see. All right, let's go to the 12-hour. 12-hour chart. All right, so let's look left. And let's see. What have we got here? All right, so we know that we have 200 sell orders up here to no buy orders. Nobody was buying up here at 103, 104. Okay, nobody was buying up here other than these people. Nobody, let's see. There was nobody to sell to up here or to buy from. I need more LBC in my life. I need more Alex Crypto in my life. You know, you could always just stop by from time to time. So let's see. Okay, so we do have some imbalances up here that we are getting into currently. These are not, I mean, these are buy orders up here. So if we know that we have buy orders right here, okay, so this area right here. So we know that there's buy orders here. Now, why is that important? Because if we know that we have buy orders up here, then we know that institutions want to bring the price up to that level so that they can sell into the buyers. So that's the key right there. They want to sell into the buyers. And we do have a positive delta right here and a positive delta here. So we do know that we have trapped buyers in this zone between 103,600 and 105. So we know, actually I would bring this down because that's where this wick is. So it's actually 103.6 to 104.6. So about $1,000 range there of buy orders. Let's go down to the 4-hour. Come back over here and we can see, or trapped buyers rather. We can see we haven't quite gotten into that range just yet. But we can see, all right, look at that. Look at that delta, 388. Okay, that's positive. Seeing a lot of positive delta here on the 4-hour. So this just means that buyers are stepping in down here. So this should be a decent level of support built up right here at these lows. But we know that we have a bunch of massive buy deltas over here. Massive buy deltas. Do have some sell deltas over here. But this candle, more sellers and buyers, more sellers and buyers, more sellers and buyers, more sellers and buyers, negative delta. And our point of control was also negative delta. So this should be fine. This should be clean. We do have, okay, so we did have an imbalance on this candle, but we came down and cleaned that up. Cleaned up this imbalance, That imbalance, it's not looking too terrible. Let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, so now we can see, okay, big sell delta here and here. A little bit of a sell delta here, getting more positive buy delta in here. So what I really see, imbalance covered, imbalance covered, imbalance covered. Any imbalances in this candle? Imbalance here, came down, swept the, filled the imbalance, and now we're starting to see a push to the upside. Come on, let's start seeing some bidding. Let's see some bidding come in here. We do have a positive delta here at the bottom, so more buyers than sellers. Our point of control is more favoring the buyers, but sellers are starting to step in right here at this point of control right here, where we had more sellers than buyers on this candle. And you can see the sellers are stepping in right here at this price range, right above 103. So we've got to be cautious here. Let's go ahead and go down to the 5 minute. And let's see what we're seeing. Negative imbalance here, negative delta imbalance right here. So price may want to come back up here and grab the rest of these sellers. Yeah, I would say there's still some sellers up here. So be careful at 103, 363, 103, 400. So that's where I would be cautious, cautious. Regular candles, let's go over here. We can see that would be an obvious level of resistance since we closed this candle here and opened it here and pushed down. Take that wick. Let's take the wick. All right, let's see. Let's go to a lower time frame, see if we've broken any significant lows. I would say nope, not yet. We are getting into a 3 hour fair value or 3 minute fair value gap right here. I would just go ahead and take these wicks. There we go. So, and this level right here, remember, is our high time frame potential sell zone, potential resistance area. So we've got to be very cautious coming up into this area. If we can come above it and not get rejected hard, then we'll be okay. But if we see a harsh rejection, not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Got these lows down here. This could be a little ugly. But it's trying to work out those orders and shake some people out. Equal lows. You guys went quiet. What's going on? You guys went quiet. So we didn't break this low, but we still might see the rejection off of this fair value gap. We are getting a little bit of one. It's very interesting. Let's go to the 1 minute, any kind of, let's see, SMC toolkit, pinned. Y'all still here? Okay. Market dynamics, pulling up the negative delta. So that means we've got more sellers up here than buyers, and that's basically where I had that level set, and we have a resistance level up here too. So I would be careful. This is saying a potential change of character here, but it's yellow, so it's saying, maybe not so much. It's low volume. This says change of character too. I don't know about that. I'm wondering if this is consolidation that we're seeing right now, this little range right here, but before we move further to the downside. I would probably favor that further to the downside, but we'll see. See, it's kind of looking like this consolidation range right here before it moved higher. Kind of vaguely resembles that. So we come up, push up, create a high, come down, valley, come up, push up, create a high, come down, valley, come up, break the high, come down, valley, push into this last, maybe, before we get a rejection. But I am still bullish on the first half of the week because I think we will get a fake out to the upside. Everybody, we get super, super mega bullish. Another price, another rate cut. And then next thing you know, Jacob Dord never watched before, but enjoying the TA. Thanks, man. Oh, thank you, Jacob. Yeah, and then we have the Japan carry trade and all that stuff that could, or the yen carry trade that could potentially send prices down to the downside. So, because if we go ahead and let's just go ahead and zoom out. The last time that we saw the Japan carry trade was, oh, I was zoomed way too far, was right here. They hiked the rates here, and then it just fell apart the whole like next week. All markets just kind of fell apart because the yen carry trade was started to unwind. So what that essentially is Japan has a historically low. I mean, not that long ago they had negative interest rate, but and now and then this was like the first time in forever, like decades, that they hiked rates. Okay, so what that means? So when the Japan carry trade was, when the yen carry trade was not unwound or wasn't unwinding, you could borrow money for cheaper in Japan because it was at like a negative interest rate or just a zero interest rate. You could borrow that money and then go and exchange it for US dollars. So you could borrow more money, exchange it for US dollars, and go it and put it in appreciating assets like bonds or stocks or even crypto. And the exchange rate on that, you would end up making, that extra percentage because the exchange rate would be higher getting out of those stocks, or being in those stocks rather, not getting out. So then, since they hike rates, and since the US is lowering rates, that difference between the rates and our interest rates gets smaller, which means it starts to cost more money to borrow money, and you have to be able to pay it back since you are borrowing. So you've got to get out of the assets that you've been in, you're making that extra money on. You've got to get out of those assets before those start to flip and you actually have a higher interest rate in Japan than you do in the US. Therefore, you would have to start paying for that money that you borrowed. It's a little too complicated for me because I don't even really. I mean, I understand it, but I could chat GPT it. Explain the yen carry trade like I'm 12. Okay, imagine you have a piggy bank in Japan that gives you really cheap loans, Let's say you can borrow money from this piggy bank at almost no cost. Now you hear about another piggy bank in the United States that gives you much more money for saving there, like paying high interest. Here's what you do. Okay, hold on. Make it like I'm 15. This is a little too remedial for me, all right? I can't. You notice that borrowing money in Japan is the yen is super cheap because their interest rates are really low, almost zero. At the same time, you see that in the US or other countries, you can invest money and earn much higher interest rates. Here's what you do. Borrow in yen. Um, you take out a loan in Japanese yen because it barely costs anything in interest. Convert to another currency. You exchange that yen for the US dollar. Invest for a higher return. You use those dollars to invest in something like US government bonds or other investments that pay much higher interest rates and make money from the difference. The interest you earn on your investment is much higher than what you're paying for the yen loan. The difference is your profit. The risk. This works as long as the exchange rate between the yen and the dollar stays stable or the yen gets weaker. But if the yen gets stronger, worth more compared to the dollar, you could lose money when you convert your dollars back into yen to repay the loan. It's like borrowing cheap money from your friend in one country, using it to make more money in another country, and hoping the exchange rate doesn't mess things up. So that's the yen carry trade, essentially in a nutshell. So if those rates come up, if they hike rates, then people could lose money if they don't sell out of the higher yielding, higher returning assets. So we just want to make sure that, and I think that at least 50%, half of the yen carry trade got unwound during this part, during the the first hike that they had, and then we'll just see if how much is left when they hike rates again, because they are expected to hike again on Wednesday. But hardly anyone pays attention to the stuff. You got BC Port Corp. I'm pretty sure Army Piper is paying attention to the Bank of Japan stuff. But that is something to watch for. It is the same day as the FOMC. Later that evening, maybe even while I'm live on Markets After Dark over on the Piper Academy Network. But, so, we'll see. That's why I think we could see some bullish price action going into it, because if the Japan carry trade, the yen carry trade, is to take place or is to unwind even further, then I would expect more downside. And because I expect more downside going into that, I would expect upside first. Why? Because you gotta have people buying in order for you to sell if you're an institution or anybody else in the market. But if you're an institution, you need to mark that price up so that people are willing. Most people psychologically see number go up and they start to buy because they're like, oh, this is super bullish, we need to buy. So you get the masses buying so that you have enough liquidity there to sell into, because you know that Japan carry trade is unwinding. You know that they're about to hike interest rates. So let's go ahead and mark price up, start getting the FOMO machine going, and then that way we can sell at a higher price and make sure that we pay back our loans and make our profit on the difference between the interest rates. Most people in crypto don't even know the dollar affects crypto, let alone other currencies and bonds. This is very true. But, trying to change that, Sniper. Trying to change that. Trying to educate the people as much as possible. Because this stuff affects markets, and you don't have to pay attention to it. I think it's important, especially if you are, if you're day trading, you do want to have some kind of bias. You don't just want to go in blind. You want to see, all right, on the higher time frames, are we bullish or are we bearish? Because for me, at least, if I'm seeing a bullish price action, then on the lower time frames for my day trading, I just want to be scalping longs. I don't want to try to do both sides in an uptrend. Um, in a downtrend, it's the same thing. I don't want to try to be doing too many longs in an uptrend or a downtrend. I want to be looking for places to short from. So it's going to be an interesting week. I think that FOMC and the Bank of Japan rate hike could bring the fire this week. So I'll just be very, very careful. And yeah, just be careful. Just be safe. But yeah, something just, you know, somebody's got to tell you, hey, that breakout on Wednesday might be a fake out. So just be cautious if you are planning on being long. I'm currently in 3 small longs, VET, H-bar, and XLM. I'm currently in 13 small longs. No joke. 5x $600 each. You call that small? Most people wouldn't call that small, bro. Just so you know. Bitcoin trade looking good. Let's see. I've only got one trade that is in the red, and that's my whiff trade, because whiff is being a piece of crap. It's not wanting to do anything. But yeah, I mean, we can see the number of positions I have on here. Maybe. Let me see. This finger, positions. I mean, I could just bring them up. Compared to what I've taken out of crypto, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But I mean, I've got like 20 and 8 and $10, $13, $14 trades in here. Like, I'm not gonna put, look, if I'm doing 13 positions, I'm not putting like a whole bunch of money into it. Plus, I'm slowly building the account again. So you gotta do what you gotta do. I'll go ahead and share this with you guys. He's like, I got $600 each. I'm like, I got $600. In the trading account. So much more wiggle room with 5x with how things are moving in the market. Yeah, man, that's the thing too. I'm mostly on 5x other than Bitcoin, really. Yeah. So, I mean, these are all my trades that I have open. Got the whiff trade. That's the only one that's in the negative. You can see, oh, I do have ETH on 8x. So, but I've got Turbo, Cody, Seller, XRP, Jupe, ETH, Pendle, Knot, Tezos, Cardano, Curve, Whiff, and Bitcoin. And most of these are, you know, looking pretty decent. Got the Bitcoin, but the Whiff is the only one that's down right now. We've got Curve, and a lot of these I've already taken some profit on and have since added a little more to them. Curve, I think I started with 20. I don't think $8 makes sense to me. I don't even know, because I've only been putting like 10 or 20 in here. But 57% on that one, 37% on this one. I mean, even on a little 5x, you know, I could have put more money into these, but you know, I was trying to play it a little safe. 54, you know, I want to put the whole account in it, you know what I mean? 41%, 34%, 54%, 19%, 44%. I mean, it's not bad, you know? I'm making money on my way up, and it's looking pretty solid. Bitcoin trade looks pretty solid too. So I might need to take some profit on that one. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, just a little bit of little bit of trades in here, little baby trades. I'm kind of de-risking for the week. I might. Well, I'm not really de. I didn't put a whole lot into these trades because one, I hopped in them on that dump on Monday, and two, um, I know that this week was coming up. I knew that this week was coming up, and that we were gonna have the FOMC and Bank of Japan stuff. So I just kind of want to be a little cautious, and you know, that way I can have some capital on the side if I need to hurry up and jump in a short and just close out my longs and then hurry up and jump in a short. If I think, everything is going to get a big push going into it, then that's why I'm still holding on to the longs. And then if we get that little push, then I'll close them out and then start looking for potential shorts on a potential rejection. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Let's pull a fib from here, from this high to this low. So that 113 mark, the 2.618, that is potential area that we could push up to going into the meeting. Well, let's go ahead and pull a fib from this high, because I'm pretty sure we were sitting at a fib. Yeah, we're at the 1.618. That next fib level gets us up to 156. But getting a weekly close above this would be nice. Would be nice. And it could be a quick move down into this bullish fair value gap right here. It took if I were on 20x or more, I wouldn't be using $600 each. That's true. Took last week off. Only loaded account today. Need money for niece's pony. Nice. Okay, so right here on the 2 week, we did create a nice bullish fair value gap. So that could be a potential area of interest here. Ooh, man, I don't like seeing those numbers. What's the top side of this? Top side of this is 89.3. Midpoint of this is 81. And the bottom of this is 73.7. So, yeah. So just be prepared. Be prepared for a potential come down, sweep these lows, and then maybe we could come back up and start to stagnate above and consolidate above that 1.618. So it's just what I'm thinking we could be seeing. Okay, so it's not a guarantee. Nothing on here is financial advice. Nothing is a guarantee in trading. If you decide to trade, you're trading at your own risk. You're not trading because of anything that I say on here. Period. Market Oracle. Nothing on the weekly. Different chart, maybe. Coinbase chart. All right, so a little bit of quantum bands here. I am on the 2 week. Let's go to the weekly. All right, so we're still golden there. We do have some bullish fair value gaps down below us here. So yeah, we can't come down. Well, no, we can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tearing off this stupid magnet. So we're in that final fifth wave. And I want to come down here. Potentially final fifth. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's turn this stuff off. Okay. Now see, I just don't see. I mean, this is the first really big impulse that we get get this one right here, I would potentially say this was the start of the move. Man, that's tough. Because this price action is just so ugly. Up here, so ugly. This is the stuff it's just really difficult to discern. It's just so chopped and just so, ugh. Nasty. This is nasty. Chop to the upside. Nice grind to the upside. When we look at other cryptos, I haven't even looked at anything else on here. Really wanting to see it break out. Looks like it's got rejected off of the downward trending resistance. But I posted this in the Piper chat in the trading group. I posted this also in the Lunar Beaches, not Lunar Beach, well, the Lunar Beaches channel, TA channel, in the Alex O Crypto Otter Gang Discord. So put that in there. Also XRP. Looking for this. We were in this downwards channel. I'm looking for us to get down into this demand zone. There's also a dynamic reactor and quantum reactor sitting down here as well. So I was looking, so a little further move down here to maybe about $2.22, $2.22, and then further, and then a push back to the upside. Now this is some beautiful price action here on the XRP. We could just see this is really well-defined 5-wave structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could even say, now I would call this 4 and then this 5. And then we get the correction to the downside, and then we can start another 5-wave move. And hopefully that's what this is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. $5 XRP? I don't know about that. I don't know about that just yet. Let's bring this down a little bit. Maybe we come up and we break that all-time high this week. That old all-time high. The 7-year all-time high. And then we get a nice correction off of that because of the yen carry trade unwinding. Potential unwinding. So everything's just kind of really lining up to where we could see that potential last little pop on all of these coins, and then a rejection. A major harsh rejection. So that's what I'm looking for this week. I'm basically across the board. That's what I'm looking for. One final push to the upside and then a rejection. With what is going on, bro? Okay, got the bullish divergence. So let's just go ahead and push to the upside, come back into resistance, and consolidate even further. Of course, we can go over here. Let's take a look at see Bitcoin pairs. See like ADA BTC. What's this looking like? We do have some equal lows down here, kind of putting in a head and shoulders. I would consider that a potential head and shoulders. Yeah. Potential head and shoulders on ADA BTC. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Come back down into this area right there. So yeah, potentially could see ADA, Cardano lose against Bitcoin. We are pretty weak on our oscillator. It's trying to flash some reversal signals, but I don't know. I think this is a pretty clear head and shoulders in here, potentially. come up and break this high, then maybe not. Maybe not. We'd also be breaking out of this range right here. So, but the thing is that this is not a bullish divergence right here. This isn't a bullish divergence. So, I don't know. Definitely, now that we've come back down into this previous range, looking for potential to just fail to get back above these highs and to roll over for Cardano. And if you're going to roll over on Bitcoin against Bitcoin, you're probably going to roll over against the USD. What is going on? Hi, brother. I can't read Arabic or whatever that is, so hello. I don't know your name. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate every single last one of you. I would greatly appreciate it also if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button to help boost the channel and the YouTube algorithm. Big money flow in the green here on Dash. Dash. Oh, whoa. Anything else? Anything interesting? ETH BTC. What are we looking like over here? Let's go to the daily. I'm Rashad. Hey, Rashad. Rashad. Brother. Potential inverse? I don't know. I don't know about that. So Ethereum BTC not looking good. Still looking kind of weak, but it did come down and tap high time frame demand zone. So we'll see if it can hold, this being the high time frame demand zone. ETH BTC, what are you gonna do? Look at all of this though. Look at all of this. Just be wonderful if it would just bloop, 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 take it all out. Any thoughts about Phantom Wallet launching Sui ecosystem? Unfortunately, no. I don't have any thoughts about that because I don't know anything about it. Just being honest. Phantom Wallet launching on the Sui ecosystem. I mean, I guess it would be bullish for both of them. Well, Phantom Wallet, that's I guess that would just be bullish for Sui because Phantom is just a wallet and it's not the FTM that I was thinking of for a split second. Sui. Man, this thing is just rocketing. It's just rocketing, eh? Can you check not coin? Absolutely. That's something that I am long on, so I will absolutely check the not coin. Sui to $8.46. Sui. This one's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Let's look at Bybit. Is there anything with more history on it? Probably not. It's fairly new ecosystem. Let's see. Not. There we go. Let's go to something that maybe has some more history on it. Binance. OKX. I am on the weekly, and this is a very new. Isn't not like a ton meme coin? I want to say it is. This. I mean, there's a reason why I'm long on it. Let's go to the 4-hour. Ooh, nice little break, potentially. Nice little break. All right, hey, we got a little break. Alrighty then. Got a little break of this downwards trending resistance. Gonna pull this over for potential support. There. Clone. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Take that back. Clone. There. Right there. All right, so we can see that we have an imbalance here in the chart where we just kind of blow through both of this level right here. So it would be a level that I would potentially be looking to go long from and hold as support. We could see, what am I on, the 4 hour? And it has 2 hours left. That could end up creating a fair value gap here. That did take out a high. So let's see, smaller time frame. Let's go down to the 15. 1, 2, big 3, 4, maybe 5. Nice sweep of the lows, push back to the upside, come sweep the highs. Fixed range volume profile. Sitting on that value area high, but we do have the point of control down here. Let's pull this a little more. Let's bring in a little more data. Okay, so that value area low is sitting right here at 0079. That's 0.0079. But this area right here could be what we could get into to fill, and then we have like some volume really start to pick up down here. So yeah, this is definitely an area that I would consider maybe potentially longing from, not financial advice. But yeah, I could definitely see that being a potential move. Would you buy some of this on spot or only trade? Not coin is something that I would only trade. Because I don't hold meme coins. But I mean, if I was to, if a lot of times if I'm trading a meme coin, it is not going to be with leverage. It is going to be just a spot buy. It's not going to be something that I'm risking or a whole lot on. You know what I mean? Because I just don't want to take that risk because it's a meme coin. So nice downwards channel, breaking out of that. 4 hours not looking very kind on our money flow and on our oscillators. So want to see us get back above the 0 line of the oscillator, and on our money flow and on our trend fusion and on our trend 7, everything's in the red right now. So this one's a little bit iffy, but I am still personally in a small long. And yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't risk a whole lot if I'm going to be in this, is pretty much what I would say to that question. Would you buy some of this on spot or only trade? So yeah, anything else, guys? Anything else you want me to look at? I've got time. For now. Oh, my bad. All right, Bitcoin, what are we doing? Reason I have these arrows here. Actually, it was because of the RSI primed. No problem. Rashad. No problem, Rashad. Brett, I'll look at Brett. Ooh, we got a break. So we've got bullish divergence and bearish divergence happening at the same time, but we did break the downtrend. So that is interesting. So that could lead us to that push up, that pump that I've been talking about, and we are starting to get it. We are starting to get it. We're trying to anyway. Let's get rid of our drawings. Do you have any position now on Ton Coin? Thought I had this open. There we go. Small, like I said, very small. Very, very small. Like $10, maybe. $8. Let's see. Not, I got $10 on not. On a 5X, so. I got rugged. I got rugged. All right, so yeah, here's my position on not right here. Little 5X. I want to get above these moving averages before I think about adding to my position. So yeah, getting a little bit of a rejection on those moving averages. If I was to go long, it would probably be very close to right now-ish. Let's go back to this chart. Let's go to not. All right, so we're starting getting a dumpski, getting a little bit of a dumpski. I want to take this down to 1 hour. 1 hour fair value gap. That 50 level is right here, 0.7982. 0.7982 per the Blowfin perp chart is where I would consider getting long from if I was to take the not trade. And then aim for this high. I mean, that's a nice little 9.5% move right there. And that would also help us finish out the rebalancing of this push down. Could we get higher? Yes, we could definitely go higher. But that would be my first profit take is after we take out this high at 0.0879. It would actually be my second profit take because I believe I already took profit on this one and re-added to the position down here. Because I believe my original position entry was down here in this wick. Can I open position at not? Or wait, I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do when it comes to opening positions, my friend. You have to determine that decision on your own. I apologize, but I can't just tell you what you should or should not do. That is completely up to you. I can only show you my areas of interest that I am watching or that I would consider getting long from. For me, it's at that 0.00798 level, and we are getting that pullback. So, but this could be a shift in market structure where we come down, we create these lows, come up, create a new high, and then come down, back test, and then push to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for right there on not. One time I have more than 9,000 not. Nice. All right, Brett. Let's take a look at old Brett. Good old Brett. I know, especially I just can't do it. I can't tell you what to do, bro. Brett. Brett's looking to break. So it's in a downwards channel on Brett. It's looking good. Let's see. See what did we get down to on that. Golden pocket. What about from here? Bounce off the 50. And we're also putting in a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders. So this could be looking to break soon. So a little inverse head and shoulders here. Get above there and then push. Something like this on Brett. That's what I would want to see. It probably looks more something like this. We'd probably break above these, meet resistance, meet resistance here, and then push down, come back to back test that previous resistance for support, and then push to the upside, taking out the highs. So these would be my upside targets on Brett. And yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right, family. So that's what I'm looking for on Brett. But I'm going to go ahead and wind this down. We've been live for an hour and a half. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you for joining me today and spending some time with me. Thank you in the chat. I'll bet the farm. And Massey, you better not. Not. You better not. Why is my chat? My chat should be. There we go. That makes more sense. There we go. But yeah, I do appreciate each and every single last one of you. If you are new here and you are new to trading, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this content. And also, join me tonight on the Piper Academy Network for Markets After Dark. That'll be at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's where you can find me the most these days as of now. Eventually, I will be able to make this my day job. So, we'll get there. Maybe next year. We'll see. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I hope you all have an amazing, let me do this the right way. I hope you've had an amazing weekend, and I hope you have an amazing, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, a wonderful, beautiful. How do I usually say it? I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical rest of your Sunday. I love you all. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you in the next one. Drive your 5-0. What up? We're saying bye, bro. Bye. Hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical weekend or rest of the weekend. I'll see you later tonight on Markets After Dark on the Piper Academy Network. Thank you all for joining me. Hope you all, whatever. I'm so terrible at this. I love you guys. Peace out.